welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue and probably die horribly in an awful way when I face the dragon here in the Triple P series. This is a Disciples 3 Reincarnation. And, yeah, I'm a bit concerned. So, what are we going to do with our concern? We are going to buff ourselves up. Just a little bit. Then we're going to move back here. And I have a bad feeling about this. How amusing that the pitiful mageling dared to challenge me, while he couldn't even best the likes of you. I see that things have changed in my absence. What have you done to Nevendar? It was so magnificent before your kind came. The great creation of the greatest creators, a fine gift which is now all but been destroyed. Do you say that Nevendar, as it is now, deserves destruction? That it must be burned like a failed sketch to be rebuilt in its former glory? Don't say stuff like that. That sounds way too appealing to him. Rebuilt? There are no hands left which are worthy of creating such a world. The magnificence of primordial Nevendar can never be reproduced. Ah, it's just that I am too old, so I like grumbling, but that is all. The answer is no, Nevendar must go on. Oh, thank goodness. Also, what is happening? Oh, he left. Well, that was probably good for me. What? Where did he go? I hope he returned from whence he was summoned. Me too. Okay, so that was a thing that happened. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, based on all the stuff that we're doing, objectives, we've done pretty much everything. NOL has to survive. Our Citadel's not going to fall. Lambert's going to survive. Reach Lavendel by the way of the Northern Pass. Okay, destroy the werewolf terrorizing the residents of Talmora. Didn't I already do that? I feel like I did that. Huh. But maybe when we turn in this quest, it's going to all trigger and everything's going to be fine. Alright. Let's go. This may be a relatively quick episode, I want to say. I'm really glad that we didn't have to deal with the dragon eating our face. That would have been unpleasant, to say the least. Alrighty. Well, you know what we can do with our boy here? There was this thing over here somewhere. I don't know. Is this it? Yeah. Yes. Something over there grants us some experience. We're going to go get it, because why not? And yeah, it should work out okay-ish. Keep moving forward. You do the same, man. And I've already gotten that, right? Yeah, I have. Well, I have already acquired that. I tried to find new things, but I can't because I'm a fool.
Setting out.
Alright. Well, overall I think we did okay. I think things went quite well this time around. I will say at the start of this map, I had my doubts as to whether or not we would be able to succeed. I was struggling quite a bit. There were some nasty fights that I really don't think I could or should have been able to handle.
But how?
But how? By walking. By walking is how. How is this difficult for you, friend? It's a tomb.
Our mission shall not fail.
It might. Have you met us? We often fail in missions. Like, that is a thing that we most assuredly do. Yay. Oh, I thought you actually leveled up. I was like, oh, that's impressive. I actually wouldn't mind coming over here taking a look at the Necromancer. Perhaps we can do this. I don't know that we can actually defeat him, though. See, that's one of my issues. Now, I think we can summon something like living armor and maybe even something else. No. Not really. Maybe we just cast some spell and do some damage to him. Weaken him a little bit. Make him a little bit sad to exist in the same world as us. And then hope that we can actually defeat him. No more movement points. I would very much like to attempt to destroy his soul.
Rah!
Alright, I'm going for it. We'll see if we can't man up and take it.
You will feel my blade.
Oh, he's angry. I was really hoping that we'd move first, but apparently that's not in the cards. Oh, and we're poisoned. This is bad to start with. Oh boy, howdy. Alright, Zombalamba Bamba. Get in
Someone
there.
help.
Oh, dear, sweet, merciful Lord. This is going poorly. This is going really, really poorly. Yeah, this didn't even sort of work how I had anticipated it. Nope, we lost. Well, that's disappointing. Well, we're not gonna accept that. I figured I'd give it a shot. It just did not work. So we're gonna reload our. Maybe I can reload the battle save. We'll try the battle again. Maybe with the right situation. I can actually retreat. Oh, that's interesting. Perhaps with a little bit more HP. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't know his combat prowess, and he's melee, apparently. I thought he was ranged. He's not. He's actually melee, so that's a tad awkward as well. Alright, we'll try it again. A little bit more health to play with. Maybe it works. Oh, good. You see, they missed the first shot this time around. Alright, I can summon some living armor. That might change things a little bit? I mean, I still doubt it, but maybe. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over here. And I'm going to summon this guy, who apparently doesn't have any kind of counterplay, which is not great. Yeah, it's not good. Huh. Helene strike. I'm not sure what that did. Oh, I dispelled my living arm. Oh, that seems bad. Well, if we want to play around with stuff that we're not used to, this is the time, because it looks like the episode's about to end either way. So, like the whole playthrough. So, might as well check it out. Not enough energy to use the item. Well, that's not great.
Lord?
Lord. We're good air resistance, because, you know, that's what I needed.
Right.
Are you serious? Like, really? Really? Wow. This does not look like it's a thing that's doable. And I think we just die here immediately. Yep. It's interesting. Oh, that's so disappointing.
Mortis shall rule this land.
Yeah, it does appear that Mortis shall rule this land forever. I don't disagree with you, friend. Alright, so the extra health didn't help. The lucky dodges that I had, they also had lucky dodges. Closing the distance isn't working. So, what are we going to do instead of all those things that we just tried? That's right. We are going to just maybe remove them from the map altogether? I don't know. Or at least hurt them more? And then fight them in a one-on-one. Oh boy. Maybe I can do something this time around, though that's questionable at best.
For Mortis!
Like he's gonna retreat, and hey, we're actually gonna be able to land an attack.
Left yourself
Oh,
open.
that was super easy. Why didn't you do that the first time, buddy? Because the other guy was too fast and he owned your face. Also, why are you so slow? Well, Gunther has some work to be done before he's any sort of viable anything.
Yes.
But you know what? It was fun. It was fun to play around with him. Like I said, I didn't mind doing silly stuff with him. I'm going to end the turn once, and I'm going to go take a peek with this, see if there's anything left lingering. There is a spider, a Black Widow spider, and a kraken, which I am absolutely not going to go fight.
Emperor.
However, finally, we are here to do this. I am Sir Lambert Wainwright, Duke of Trielli. Let us pass to Levelon. We have defeated the werewolves in Talmora. Only if you can prove that neither you nor your men are infected. He cannot, but I can. This man fought a dark evil with unparalleled bravery. He did everything to protect the inhabitants of Talmora, and protect you as well. Lambert's blood is pure, he is not infected, and neither is the blood of his companions. All the others are dead. None can say whether or not it is for the best. I can't say that I am pleased about the outcome, but at least I can set my mind at rest now. Henceforth, the passage to Levelon shall be open once more. Cool. Victory! Sweet. So we were a great explorer. We did 96% of the area. We were an archmage. We used a bunch of spells. We're an abstainer. We only used 8 potions. Treasurer, we didn't quite collect enough gold on the campaign yet for the gold star. We got the silver here. Mason, we did collect enough stone for that, though. Fire magic, life mana, rather, not magic. True Tomb Raider, cleared 25 dungeons. Let's see, a healer, we've healed a lot. And, of course, the Destroyer. A true Destroyer relentlessly smites all his enemies. Alright. So we've left a trail of bodies in our wake.
The valley had been flooded
there's
with
more.
blood, but with the corpse of the werewolf Wickham burnt in the town square of Levelon, life in the region was slowly returning to normal. The weary travelers did not look back. It was as if Fair had disappeared. Doubtless he passed through afflicted Talmora, and through the gates of Levelon. But like any cunning spy, he had left no trace of his presence. But Lambert remained certain that his old acquaintance stalked them still. Inaccessible mountain ridges pierced the skies like enormous spears, and blizzards and ice rained down upon the heads of the travelers. In former times, this was the dominion of the powerful mountain clans. Hundreds of generations of dwarves had lived in the vast cities, carved into the bowels of these mountains by their earliest ancestors. But much had changed. Relentless war with the elves had weakened the clans, and so they slipped away into the mountains, all but deserting their high mountain paths. The silent lands of the dwarves greeted the travelers with chilling cold. They were drawing near to their goal, and Lambert could only hope that the old alliance between humans and dwarves still held.
That guy is super high energy, let me tell you. Sir, your orders are fulfilled. The camp has been fortified and soldiers are rested, while sentries are posted and scouts are already returned while you were studying the maps. It is unsafe here, and where is it ever safe? Our scouts have found several human trails. Others were elven and dwarvish. Do you wish to hear their reports? No, I trust you, Stafford. Don't you think that the air in these mountains is refreshing and invigorating? It seems as though here we are closer to the High Father than anywhere else, and I imagine that he is watching us with great interest. Inoel, are you all right? Oh, don't bother, sir. She only fainted. It's nothing to worry about. The mountain air, which you've just so eloquently praised, has played a cool trick on our dear lady. I'll just loosen her lacing a bit. Oh my goodness, Stafford. Seriously, dude. Nay, take your hands away from her. Inoel! Inoel, can you hear me? It's all right, you've just fainted. I was just going to ask you where we are to go now, or at least what it is that we are seeking, but it can wait if you need rest. Alas, good Lambert. No. Alas, good Lambert, it cannot wait. The mountain air has nothing to do with my condition. I have been traveling for too long, and I'm exhausted. We must hurry. You have been so kind and never asked me of my purpose. But now is the time that I answer this unasked question. I seek a focus of power in order to fulfill the mission I was given in the heavens. The source is near, but know now where it is. But know now? Okay. And I grow weak. These are the ancient lands of the dwarves. The mountain clans are our allies, and I am sure that if we meet any dwarves, they will aid us in our search. If they refuse, then perhaps Imperial Gold will help us persuade them. Dong! Ooh, cool. This appears like this is going to be the end of it all. Alright, we're going to get Geldwin again because, you know, that's what we do. Oh, no, sorry. Gunther again because that's what we do. Because he is still very useful even though he's almost useless. So, you know, there's that.
I serve the Emperor.
You do. You do serve the Emperor. Alright, what do we have? I suppose that's fine. And unfortunately, we will have to start anew. So, just so you folks know, and I kind of alluded to this in the last episode or the end of it or something along those lines, maybe the one before, I don't know exactly. But I am going to be starting up the next in the Triple P series, and I'll continue to play through this and upload, hopefully a bit more regularly, the episodes. And then once we finish the human campaign, as I stated, we'll go and flip on over, switch entirely to Fallen Enchantress. But we'll have a few episodes of that going too, and you guys will get to enjoy that because my patrons are awesome, and they have stuck with me through my trying times with adjusting and adapting to work. And for that, I am quite grateful, for it has been quite difficult. Well, that's annoying. I don't know that I can deal with that. Yeah, this looks like this may be a bit of a challenge to start, as it always seems to be. Man. We will have to rely pretty heavily on Lambert at the beginning, looks like.
Sarah!
And a little bit of sabotage, probably.
I listen.
Do we have enough to hire the troops that we need to hire? I'm not even positive that we do. Let's find out. Hire units. Alright. We don't need a squire. We need an apprentice. Hire. Good. We need an acolyte. Hire. Good. I think that's where they go. And then we need an archer. Yeah, something like that. Is that our full group? I think it is. Alright, so again, I'm not super keen on going after him, but these guys, these should be fine to deal with. Alright, wolves. Prepare to die. I think I'm relatively safe up there. Let's move up this way. Let's attack from a distance doing maybe damage. Feels wrong to be so weak after being so powerful for so long. Alright, I'll waddle on up and stab you with a spear. I feel like... Oh, he's in defensive stance. Like, I feel like we didn't do much to him. There's a good reason for that.
Face me!
We really didn't do much to him. I mean, that was the reason. Okay, I guess we'll do some lightning blast.
I struggle on.
Heal you up, buddy. And yes, Lamb, you go and insert your blade into his face. That's a bit sad that you didn't get the kill, but don't worry, your archer will follow your attack up and miss because he's terrible at life. Well, that sucks. Guess I just kill this guy. feel like it's a bit silly, but okay.
Die!
How can I help?
Oh noes, whatever will I do with your
You
little
will
tiny
not
bit
pass.
of damage that you're going to throw at me? Darn. Foom.
Ow!
Get zapped! That's the young mage. Get zapped!
You have met your end.
You have met your end.
I struggle on.
Cool.
The enemy is no more.
Alright, so we survived that. That's a good sign. That's a good start. Disperse the fog. Alright, so we have a few places here that we need to gather up. One there, and one over here. Controlling the control points, pretty big deal. Plague Hounds. Should be easy enough to deal with, I think.
What is thy bidding?
What is thy bidding? Well, I will stay here, and in the next turn, we will do more diversionary tactics.
Yeah!
I'll move up here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to build ourselves the Mage Guild so we can cast spells. Magic Tower. It is built. It is fine. It is glorious and wonderful. And then we're going to murder all of you. And then we'll probably
Father
break out the
watches over
episode.
us.
So hopefully you guys have enjoyed up to this point. I do like this game quite a bit, but it is a very long game and it's quite repetitive. Like, I get it.
Setting
I
out.
understand. So I do not begrudge anyone who would not wish to continue to play or see it played. Because it is quite
I stand
repetitive and
guard.
starting over each and every time while your hero and NOL stay a bit higher up. The others not so much, so like it makes sense.
You shall face me.
You shall perish. Not really bringing much to the table, are they? Is that our healer? Yeah. I healed you. I'm so good at my job. You are good at your job. Stab. Rah. Foomp. Oh, that was
My lord.
super disappointing. Down you go, and our victory. Oh, really? Again? You get a second chance?
Fly, death!
Perfect.
The enemy is no more.
Alright, we should claim this. Oh, some nasty things that we don't want to deal with yet. We will deal with them later. But for now, we're just going to try to claim that and then head up this way to claim the next thing.
Yes.
I can't seem to see
I
anything that way. We shall come up there, and I believe we can make our claim. Those are these big dudes. So these are kind of like our checkpoints that we're going to have to deal with. We're going to have to make good choices. Which is not always the easiest thing to
My
do.
lord?
So we'll see how it all plays out. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is kind of going to do it for this episode. I look forward to finishing up the human campaign, hopping into... what's it called? Sorry, Fallen Enchantress, full force, both feet, diving in, all that stuff. I guess you don't dive if you go feet first. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I look forward to that. And one day returning to this and continuing with the next faction, and the next faction, and so on and so forth. I do wish and hope I do get to finish this at some point. Alright folks, if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, comment, let me know what you think of the game so far. Are you guys all burned out on it? Is it just the patrons? Is it just me? I'm not really burned out, but like, I get why folks would want to see something else. Yeah, just let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the very next episode, and something new for all my patrons. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.